Ladies and gentlemen, and my beloved Toastmasters and the guests, a warm welcome to Speech Weavers Club meeting number 744. Today, our Sergeant at Arms is on his mission to North India, therefore the energetic man we are missing today. So I would like to start myself as a presiding officer with a theme, Christmas. Christmas began to widely celebrated with a specific liturgy in the 9th century, but did not attain the liturgical importance of Good Friday and Easter, two major Christian holidays. Catholic Church celebrates the first Christmas Mass at midnight, and the Protestant Church will always take the candlelit service during the 24th December. This is a special service and carol singing. Scripture readings narrating salvation history from the fall in the Garden of Eden to the coming of Christ. The service in Christmas was traditionally a Christian festival, celebrating the birth of Jesus, but in the early 20th century, it became a secular family holiday, both for Christians and non-Christians alike. The secular holiday is often devoid of Christian elements, with the mythical figure Santa Claus playing the pivotal role. Christmas is celebrated by many Christians on December 25 in the Gregorian calendar. For Eastern Orthodox churches that continue to use the Julian calendar for liturgical observations, this date corresponds to January 7 on the Gregorian calendar. Gifts are exchanged on Christmas Eve in most of the European countries on Christmas morning in North America. Christians and non-Christians participate in some of the most popular Christian traditions, many of which no origin in Christianity. These customs include decorating evergreen trees, or in India, mango or bamboo trees, feasting and exchanging gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. In ancient Rome, December 25 was celebration of the unconquered sun, marking the return of longer days. It followed a festival where people feasted and exchanged gifts. The church in Rome began celebrating Christmas on 25th in the 4th century during the Constantine, the first Christian emperor, possibly to weaken pagan traditions. Now it is time for me to introduce our Toastmaster of the day, or you call it Toastmaster of the evening. He's a consultant at Sri Profit Wealth Management Private Limited. He's also a director of a fintech company called Deep Pockets. Technologies Private Limited Beyond Work. Beyond work, he loves watching, writing in his spare times. Let us invite our Toastmaster Adarsh, with a great applause.
Thank you, Joseph, sir, for that very generous introduction. Obviously, today, unfortunately, our Toastmaster of the evening, DTM Veera, couldn't be here, so I'll be filling in for him. But he has actually made things very easy for me today. I think he has made things phenomenally easy for me because his theme is Christmas. Obviously, all of us have quite a lot of things in our mind when it comes to Christmas. Of course, I don't celebrate Christmas personally, but I'm sure I've watched a lot of movies. I've watched a lot of people celebrate Christmas themselves. Maybe I would like to hear a little bit from Libby. Maybe Libby, what are your favorite Christmas memories? I mean, do you have anything specifically in mind that you'd like to talk about today?
Top of the mind is when we as a family get together and decorate the tree and the house and all. So it's an entire family affair. Normally we are also busy with our work, so just for that particular day or that evening we all come together, ensure that we are there, and decide how the tree is going to be decorated this particular year. So I like the the coming together of the family that happens during Christmas.
Yeah, I think it's actually very exciting. I think this is something that only happens in a few festivals, not all festivals. I think, particularly me being from a different religion, the thing is, we tend to have many festivals during the year, but there are always like a couple of festivals where literally everybody comes together and we all sit down and have a great chat and we have a good time. And then there are those festivals that everybody loves celebrating, right? Regardless of the religion, regardless of the caste, regardless of what part of the world we are at, right? So Christmas is obviously one of such festivals. I think when it comes to me, I have some very interesting memories, but unfortunately, most of them are only of other people celebrating, maybe in a movie, perhaps, and not me by any chance. I've not had the opportunity of doing anything. But what I do love, or what I have had the opportunity of doing in my life, is maybe gift giving. I've clearly enjoyed giving gifts. And to me, yes, today is 1st of December. Yes, it is not Christmas yet. And that's why I'm saying that Christmas has come early at Speech Fevers. Actually, Christmas had come even earlier for me, maybe early this year. I did something really interesting. What I did was, one of my friends had actually moved all the way from Delhi to Bangalore. So obviously, me being myself, I don't really have the habit of saying hi in the usual way. I don't have the habit of going to someone and saying, "Hey, hey, wonderful to see you in Bangalore." But no, I did something very different. Rather, I bought a box of brownies, and I just knocked on a door, and I just kept it on the doorstep, and I just ran away. I just ran away, and I hid on the terrace. And she didn't know which stranger had placed that box of brownies on her doorstep. And she was just looking around. She was just looking around, just running around her apartment, thinking that somebody was sort of stalking her or something. And it was actually very interesting because the interesting idea about gift giving is that you can make it as interesting as you want to make it, right? I'm not sure how many people here have experiences of giving presents to people, right? I think giving is actually very interesting. Maybe I'd like to hear from Joseph, sir. Joseph, sir, I think what are your experiences of giving gifts? Because I've seen you send a few gifts to
The
myself.
gifts are, excuse me, the gifts are generally kept under the Christmas tree because in the earlier days it was the Santa Claus, the bishop, who used to go to house for gifting the children. But today we don't find him in India, of course, maybe in European countries. So we keep the gift for children during the night under the Christmas tree, and the following morning they take it.
Oh, that's amazing. Maybe I'd like to hear from DTM Askander. Maybe he might have some interesting experiences. DTM Askander Mirza, I hope you can hear us. Sure, do let us know in case if you are able to hear us. In case if you're facing any issues, you can also go down to the chat and mention that you are. So maybe you can do one thing. You can disconnect your earphones. I think sometimes it does not work when you have your earphones on.
You are muted.
Okay, then maybe we'll just move to Amrita in that case, and I'll try to solve this behind the scenes. Amrita, I would like to hear from you. What are your experiences of giving gifts? Or in case if you've not given any, maybe you can talk about the most recent one that you had received.
Amrita, you can come on the screen. Yeah, that's good.
I also not celebrate Christmas personally, but visited church number of times in that period, and I really liked it because of the decoration and lightings.
Yeah, that is really amazing. But then obviously we don't celebrate Christmas, right? But we do give gifts. We do have experiences of giving gifts. I would like to know what was the last gift that you gave, or maybe you can talk about the last gift that you received, because some of us remember the ones that we received more than the ones we gave.
Yes, uh, I had gifts on recently on Bhai Dooj, you know, after Diwali. So I had many gifts that time, but I didn't give any gifts to my brothers. They gave it to me.
Oh, that is Okay, I think it's the high time you also start giving in that case. I think it is actually
Yes.
very, very interesting. I'm not even joking. Anyway, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Yes, I think Christmas is full of excitement. I think there's a lot of interesting things that happen pretty much all the time. There are a lot of friends of mine that stay overseas and they keep sending me pictures of all the fun that they have every day. And I feel so bad that I cannot be a part of that fun. And I'm sure all of you in this room feel somewhat similar. So yes, I think as the session sort of evolves, I'll obviously come in and maybe talk about some of my experiences. I'd also like to hear from you on your experiences. But before that, yes, I'm not going to introduce you to Toastmasters because all of you are seasoned Toastmasters anyway. And we are here to deliver speeches, have some fun, and listen to some evaluations. And that will be all. On that note, yes, I would like to call on the evaluator for today's meeting. I would like to call on
One
Amrita.
second.
Amrita?
One second, others. You have
Yes,
to tell
Joseph, sir.
the Toastmasters mission.
Yes, Joseph, sir.
Toastmaster mission.
Yes, the mission of Toastmasters, obviously, being Toastmasters, I clearly stated that maybe we not know. But with that said, yes, as it being insisted upon, I would like to communicate that Toastmasters is a platform for all of us to develop public speaking and leadership for the betterment of ourselves and to help us empower ourselves with as much confidence as possible so that we can face any challenging situation, be it at work or back at home, in the most supportive atmosphere imaginable. Because at the end of the day, if I were to go out and maybe introduce myself and attempt to publicly speak, I'm sure I'll be criticized behind the scenes. But here, Toastmasters, it works very differently. All of us here are here to have fun. We are here to learn about each other. And if there is anything that we want the other person to work on, we'll be more than happy to communicate that in one of our evaluations. That is Toastmasters for each and every one of you. I would like to thank our grammarian Libby for joining us. I'd like to thank our evaluator Amrita for joining us, as well as our general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Skandar Mirza. So on that note, I would like to start off with the prepared speech session. I would like to call on the evaluator for Toastmaster Joseph's speech, Toastmaster Amrita. Amrita, I would like to hand the stage to you to explain the speech objectives for Toastmaster Joseph's speech today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adarsh. Today I'm going to evaluate the speech given by Toastmaster Joseph, and he is going to deliver speech level 1 project 4 from Pathway Effective Coaching. Please note time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the very best, Toastmaster Joseph. Over to you.
Sure. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Amrita. I'm pretty confident that your hands are going to be full because Toastmaster Joseph has quite a lot to tell. Generally, his stories are very, very rich and it's full of the past and also a bit of humor, all of it put together. I'm sure you're going to have quite a lot of fun. So today, our speaker is someone that has been the president of the Speech Weavers Toastmasters Club in the past. He has held various roles at the club, be it in the form of secretary or in the form of a VP membership. And now he's playing the role of a VP education at the club. And personally, I've had the opportunity of working with him very closely as the VP education in the previous term and the term before the last. So obviously, there's quite a lot to learn from him. He was also the area director at District 117, North Carolina, and he's part of numerous clubs. He's part of Passion Advanced Toastmasters Club in Malaysia. He's part of the Smedley Speakers Club, the first ever Toastmasters Club, and he has had a great deal of involvement there. A Toastmaster throughout, and most importantly, a speech weaver. So our speaker today is Toastmaster Joseph, and he'll be presenting a very, very interesting speech. And for the speech title, I'm going to quickly go through my phone, and I'm going to let you know what the speech title is. Just 1 minute. And Joseph, sir, your speech title, in case we can remember.
Resilience.
Resilience?
Yes.
All right. Speech title of the speaker is Resilience. Resilience, Toastmaster Joseph. Over to you.
How many of you love your husband or vice versa? How many husbands love their wives very sincerely? Can you raise your hands, all those people who are married? Very good. Well, I am going to tell you something. It is not my personal story. It was the story of one of my close friends couple. And it happened to me that they have given me this narration some time back, which I remember now. One fine morning, the husband and wife were sitting across the table for having a cup of tea. And that happens to be the 25th silver wedding. So they did not know why they were growing distance between them. While sipping the tea, the wife broke the silence and he said to her husband, I have a lot to say, but we don't have time. Therefore, I have an idea that I will give you a diary, each of us, and we will write down all our problems for not having connection. So the husband nodded his head saying, okay, because it's a good deal. Therefore, we will write our complaints in the diary and we will present this in the 26th anniversary of our wedding. Time passed, the 26th anniversary came. The two diaries were, again, they joined at the dining table for a cup of tea. And the two diaries were kept on the table and they swapped the diaries, each one of them, and they started reading. The husband was reading so many things, a lot of complaints on wife's diary. So the complaints are something like, parents, when they came, you have not treated them very well. And when I saw a particular channel, you changed it to a news. After a long time, you brought a sari for me, but the design was old. I was watching my favorite show, but you never allowed. You left a wet towel on your sofa. So like that, the diary is full of complaints. And the husband felt very sad. He almost tears came up to his eyes. And he was remorseful and said to his wife, I didn't realize that all this has to be taken care. And now I promise you that I won't be doing it again. Then the wife, she was searching for husband's complaint written in his diary, but there was nothing in it. She asked her husband, you did not write anything. He said, I put it in the last page. So she said, she was reading and she was so surprised that in all these 3 years, the husband said, why you are not writing anything? The husband replied, in all these 3 years, you have satisfied my life so much and together with my family that you have given me so much of love. I can't write up anything against your flaw because I never find it very significant to point out. So it is not that you don't have any shortcomings, but compared to your life, the dedication, the sacrifice, all of these are insignificant to the complaint, your flaws. By overlooking all these mistakes, you have been like a shadow. Therefore, how can a man complain against his shadow? So the wife's eyes was full of tears, and she felt very sad, and she took a diary and started burning it. What is the lesson? The relationship between husband and wife is built on trust. That is what matters, makes its story a complete phase of life. Husband and wife should understand that their steadfast finding, instead of finding faults, what is their duty? What is their partnership, sacrificing one for the other? And the partnership will become stronger when they realize their responsibility and instead grow in love. And that is what the story is for. So, the message, life you live only once. Make use of the ample time God has given to you, because what is love? Love is God. God is love. God loves you. You will love God. How you love God? You love one another, and then you love God. That is the message I would like to give. And over to you, Toastmaster Adarsh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph. A round of applause to Toastmaster Joseph for completing his speech. Thank you very much. That was an incredible speech. And yes, I think there's quite a lot today. I think there's a lot of interesting things for all of us to share, without a doubt. I think we're not able to hear from our general evaluator, DTM Iskander. Maybe we can hear from him now. I think he finally has the gift of.
I had some problem with my laptop audio. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you're audible, but your voice is echoing a bit. Maybe
shut down my.
Yes. You have to unmute yourself.
Mute. Okay, fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Now I joined using my mobile because I'm having some audio issues in my laptop. That's why. That's why I think I lost some of the meeting. I could not hear you. You could not hear me. So for a while I was deaf and dumb. Now I'm okay. Fine. No problem. You can go ahead with the meeting.
No problem at all.
And thankfully, I heard the speech of our DTM Joseph complete. So very nice, very inspiring speech. And let's go ahead with the meeting. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, DTM Iskander. I think at least you had the gift of not joining on Teams, but joining on Zoom and listening to Toastmaster Joseph's speech.
Yeah, Teams had so much of problem, 20 minutes wasted in Teams, but I could not join finally.
It is quite a challenge. I think some members have been having issues as well. And that has been affecting the attendance to some extent.
No, it was opening. It was opening. And as I entered the number, it was shutting down. I don't know what is the problem.
All right. Maybe we'll sort this out after the meeting. Nice to see you finally. I think you're looking pretty good.
Thank you.
Yes, I think to move forward in today's meeting, I was told by Toastmaster Joseph that he'd be delivering an elevator pitch in today's meeting. Toastmaster Joseph, would you mind telling us what that means?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Elevator pitch, actually, it could be called also elevator speech. It's only 40 seconds. The rule is, in normal case, when we are in going on an elevator, either to your office or to your home or whatever it is, when the elevator opens, somebody comes in. And the person inside the elevator will always say hello. And just at 40 seconds, he will ask questions and he will reply. He will not say about anything, thank you or such and such. Just start speaking for 40 seconds. So I will just start with Adarsh as an example. So Adarsh is coming to the elevator point and the elevator just opens and Adarsh enters. And I'm asking questions, Adarsh. Adarsh, how are you? You have to answer.
Yes, I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing very, very well.
Yeah. You are just going to your office or going somewhere else?
Actually, yes, I was looking to go back home until you stopped me.
Oh, that's very fine. And then after that, what's your next program?
After that, maybe I would love to maybe go back to my room, sit down and work on my assignment for tomorrow. I have a couple of client meetings.
Very well. That's fine. Thank you. Do you have 40 seconds for that? You have to watch the time. 40 seconds, okay? Next time you do it. I'm going to ask Iskandar Mirza sir.
Yeah, tell me.
So
Yeah.
Mirza comes to the elevator and the elevator is open. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm in top gear now. Yeah, tell me.
What's your name, sir?
My name is very funny name, Iskandar Mirza, very rare also.
Very good. Are you way to office or you are any business?
I have to go to office, not my office, to someone else's office because one of my work is stuck there and I have till now spent 6 pair of shoes going up and down to that office. But those people, they are not bothered to do my small work and every time they are making me go up and down. Thank God there is elevator. Even then I have used 6 pair of shoes. Very bad experience I'm having in that office in this building.
That's very interesting, Mirza sir.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Now, Libby. Libby comes to the elevator and the elevator just opens. And I asked Libby, hello, how are you?
Hello, Joseph. I'm very fine. Thank you.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm Libby. I've come to this building for an interview. I have an interview today with one of the organizations in this building. The position is for an HR manager.
That's
And-
very nice to hear from you. So you're going to have a very good interview today. I wish you all the best.
Thank
And
you so much.
where do you stay? In the same building or different?
No, I stay pretty far away. It takes me around half an hour to reach here by an auto.
Mhm. This is the first time you are applying for the job?
Yes, it is a XYZ company. Do you know the HR manager there?
I do not know anybody, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have recommended your case.
I was hoping you knew the person, so it would have been easier for me.
Yeah, that is always pretty good. But sometimes it happens that way and we can't help it. So you have to use your own talent to get into the office. Anyway, I will really give you a better success in your interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So whom else I have referred? Amrita? Amrita, can you come up?
Yes, I'm here.
So Amrita goes to that elevator and the elevator opens and I see Amrita's face. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Nice to see you. You seem to be in a hurry. Where you are going?
I'm going to the park for a walk.
Oh, so that's very nice of you. So you take care of your health also.
Yes, health is my first priority.
That is very good to hear from you, because health is wealth. Therefore, you have to take care of your health. Not only that one, you have to be fit enough to serve your family. That is more vital importance, I would say. And then what else your program? You will come back after
Yes, I
the
will come
walking?
back. Yes, I will come back in half an hour.
Very good.
And then daily routine, family time.
Mhm. Yeah. How many children you have?
I don't have children.
Good. You are married, right?
Yes, married, just me and my husband.
Okay. God bless you and your husband. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that's the end of the what you call elevator pitch or elevator speech. So this is only for 40 seconds, and you will have more fun when you have more people on the screen. So however, this is the first time I am introducing this one, and it is also a part of a Toastmaster curriculum. So this elevated pitch is also known as elevated speech, and it's only for 40 seconds. You all answered very well. You don't have to say good morning or anything. Thank you. Thank you. You should not say. You can say good morning, no problem, or good evening. But thank you is not required at all in this speech. So that's all for me from today. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph. An elevator pitch. Okay, I think the last time I heard something like this, or I would say I hear this every day of my life, fairly, to be honest, because I see a lot of startups coming into my office every day, and we keep advising them on that, and they keep delivering pitches all the time, and they're put into so many challenges. I think this is the part where you actually make a good first impression. You could be a wonderful person in heart, right? You can be a wonderful, wonderful person. But if you cannot make an impact in that 5 minutes or 10 minutes that you're given, it is as good as you not being a good person or you not being as good as you think you are, right? So that is quite interesting. Thank you very much for that interesting concept, Toastmaster Joseph. I realized that we might probably have a lot of time in our hands. I realized that we would have a ton of time, and that's the reason why we're preparing the agenda. I saw to it that there was also a table topics master slot sort of fixed into it, and obviously we don't have a table topics master right now, or at least that's what you might probably think. So, Toastmaster Joseph, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to take up the role of a table topics master on this spot.
I will do that one for you. So I have some table topics.
Oh, really? Okay, then
Yeah,
I think
they are
Toastmaster
ready
Joseph.
in hand, and I have prepared many things even for today's tomorrow's club also, tomorrow in California. So I would like to ask each one of you a few
Sure.
questions.
Toastmaster Joseph, maybe I'll formally introduce you as our table topics master. Our table topics master, Toastmaster Joseph. I had a few topics in my mind, but I'm pretty confident that Sir always has a lot of interesting ones in his mind already. So I think his topics are better than mine, so I will hand the stage to him.
Thank you, others. The first question I would like to ask Amrita. Why do you think Christmas should be celebrated by everyone in this world?
Okay, thank you for this topic. Christmas, firstly, Christmas should be celebrated because it gives a positive energy around everyone else. I'm not celebrating Christmas, but still I feel very positive in that duration of that 1 week of around 25th December, because everywhere I see lights and decoration, and that gives so much of positive energy, and that gives someone reason to be celebrated with family and loved ones, and obviously gift also shared in that period. There are much more reasons to come forward to your family and celebrate that festival. Like each and every festival gives you one reason to be together. So for me, it's like that. And overall word, Christmas should be celebrated for that one reason is enough to be that positivity around you and pray for you and your family. So that's my take on it. Over to you, table topic master.
That was well spoken, Amrita. Kudos to you. Let us applaud. Now, the second question is for Libby. What was your favorite Christmas gift you received as a child? What was your favorite Christmas gift you received as a child?
Receiving a gift as a child or an adult is always a pleasure. So I wouldn't categorize that as receiving a gift as a child. And traditionally in my house, we've never really exchanged gifts for Christmas, but it was mostly our birthdays that was the time we received gifts. And for every birthday, my parents ensured that I received some gift or the other. Obviously, and the gifts would be something which I had previously demanded. I would make a list of things that I would want, and my parents would ensure that I would get some of those gifts. Now, typically what happens, gifts, these are physical gifts that we receive. But other than that, there are so many other gifts that we have and we don't really consider them as gifts. For example, my parents, I consider my parents as a gift for me. They have been the pillars of my success. They have been with me through thick and thin. They are a form of gift. My friends, again, who have stood beside me every time I needed them, whether it was to go and paint the town red, or just to have a celebration, or if I wanted a shoulder to cry on, my friends were around me. My Toastmasters club, that is another gift that I feel I have given myself when I joined Toastmasters. It has helped me improve so much in so many ways. It is difficult to count. It has made me a confident speaker. It has made me a confident person in itself. I don't shy away from taking up tasks or challenges. That is what Toastmasters has given me as a gift. So as you move on through life, it is up to you to figure out what is a gift and what is not a gift. Every opportunity, every breath you take, every day you live is a gift to you. It is up to you. It is your perspective to figure out what is a gift and what is not a gift. Over to you, Toastmaster Joseph.
Thank you, Libby. That actually, my question was, as a child, that means past. I was asking about the past. When you were a little child, what was your gift, if you are able to remember? However, you have given a very brief note on even when you are becoming an adult and how you received your gift. Thank you so much. The next question is for others. Others, tell us about a holiday tradition your family had when you were a child. Tell us about your holiday tradition your family had when you were a child.
1 minute, sir. I'm sure in most houses, we do tend to have something of that of a tradition. And it is not something that we sort of think about. It's not something that we go tell each other saying, hey, you know what? We do this every year. Let's do it this year as well. No, it's something that just happens so organically. Particularly back at my house, growing up as a child, I moved from Chennai to Bangalore, probably back in 2002, along with my mother, father, and my brother, in the quest of probably having a better life. And that is something that actually happened. And obviously, my other part of the family stayed in Bangalore, and particularly my paternal grandmother, who was someone that was very close knit to the family. She was someone that wanted to make all of us really happy. She was so dear to me as well as my brother growing up, to a point where every time there was a festival, let it be the smallest of all festivals during the course of the year. All of us would come together, we'd have dinner together, and not just dinner, but we'd literally have lunch, we'd have breakfast, and obviously we would go out and we'd have a good time. When I say we'd have a good time, obviously the word good is subjective. Let me give you an idea of what we actually did. We used to actually go out, we used to play around at the park, we used to interact with each other. And I feel that these are some of those interesting moments that have not been happening as of late. I would say it's just my family, but I think it happens as you age, because today I'm nearly 25 years of age and my brother is not in the country anymore. And my grandmother is obviously no more. But obviously, there's a major part of my family that still stays in Bangalore, but all of us are just scattered around, and there are other people that are spread across the globe. The fact of the matter is, there are some very, very interesting traditions that we all follow during the course of our lives and have been following for a very long time. And these traditions often tend to give us a piece of mental comfort. I would urge all of you to actually try continuing with that tradition, or maybe create your own tradition and sort of ensure that the people around you also sort of partake in it. Let them have fun. Let this be a memory for the next generation as well as your generation. On that note, I'd like to hand it back to the Table Topics Master.
That was a very good speech. Let us applaud for Toastmaster others. Now, I would like to ask DTM Mirza, what is something you could do to help someone this Christmas? Over to you, Skandar Mirza.
Hello.
Yeah. Can I repeat the question?
Yeah, I mean, I heard what is it that I can do to help someone, okay, this Christmas, fine. Actually, my theory and my concepts are like that. I don't wait for an occasion to help someone. If someone is in need on a day which is not a Christmas or a Diwali or a Eid, then I should not be waiting for the occasion to come to help someone. A help is appreciated only when it comes when the person needs it. So this is what I have been doing, not now, maybe for the last 30 years, that going out to help someone, be it Toastmasters, be it our relatives, be it the poor, be it anybody. So a particular percentage of my revenue goes into charity, and you should see the happiness on their face when you give some 10,000-20,000 to some poor man, and you pay up the school fees of a poor person who was facing difficulty in paying the fees of his children. And that happiness brings happiness to your mind in multiples of what that person gets. It boosts your peace of mind, and then you will be so happy. I mean, that is the true happiness a person can get by helping others, be it Toastmaster, be it any other part of life or way of life, or any person for that matter, and never bother who it is. Anyone in need will always find myself at his disposal. So that is it. Help people irrespective of the occasion. On occasion, you must. Otherwise, also you have to. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmasters Mirza, with a great applause to Mirza for this wonderful speech. I thank every one of you. I have spoken from your heart and mind. And thanks once again. Let us join hands to praise all the speakers of today. Over to you, Toastmaster others.
Toastmaster Joseph, I am not going to let go of you without a table topic myself, actually.
Okay.
I have a table topic for you myself personally, which I would like you to answer, because I don't want my topics to go to waste. And by the way, I only have one topic. The others, I thought I'd just create them on the fly. The topic for you is, do you believe in Santa Claus? Do you believe in Santa Claus? Toastmaster Joseph.
Santa Claus is a real story. There was a bishop by name Nicholas, and he used to give to poor people on the Christmas Eve, going from house to house, and he dressed up with that attire to make a unique appearance. I have no idea. I think this Santa Claus was a very long years of time before, and irrespective of, he comes from a particular city where he found that lot of children who wanted to celebrate Christmas, but they are financially downtrodden. And sometimes it is his happiness to give children and make their Christmas enjoyable. So he used to dress up he is a bishop, and later on he attained the sainthood. That's why Santa Claus is a Saint Nicholas, it is called. His name is Saint Nicholas. And he used to, because he comes in the night time, the children are sleeping. There is a tradition for a Christmas tree in every house, and therefore he will keep that gift under the Christmas tree and he will disappear. Next morning, the children, they know very well that the Santa Claus would definitely come during the night, and early morning, they look for their gift, and their parents try to give them those gifts to the children, and you will get a smile from their face, and they are so happy to celebrate Christmas also. Over to you, Toastmaster Adarsh.
Thank you very much, Joseph sir. A round of applause to Joseph sir. Thank you very much for your table topic session and your table topic as well. So we are nearing the end of today's meeting, but of course, we have to hear it from our general evaluator as well.
Adarsh, you have to ask Amrita for my evaluation.
Yes, I will be handing it to the general evaluator to invite the evaluator.
Okay.
Right? Sure. On that note, I would like to welcome our general evaluator. I never had the privilege of welcoming in the usual sense. So DTM Askander Mirza, this is not the first time he's been at the club, and certainly won't be the last time that he'll be at the Speech Weavers Toastmasters Club. He's part of the illustrious Garden City Toastmasters Club, and they even had a very, very interesting event last year because it is one of the oldest clubs, or probably the oldest in the whole of Bangalore, which is truly remarkable. And Sir has been involved and has been instrumental in the whole of Toastmasters. A very energetic personality, very, very good at delivering evaluations, very humorous. He's also been a contest chair back at Speech Weavers, and I'm just talking from my own experiences because that is what I know of him. DTM Askander, it is an absolute privilege to have you back. We are having a very good time with you around. So I would like to hand it to you to present your general evaluation report. But of course, there's still more to it. You have to call the timer and the evaluator.
Sorry.
So I will hand it over to you, and the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Adarsh. In fact, I'm honored to be here. Speech Weavers is always close to my heart, and I have been visiting your club, I think, for the last 5-6 years when you are meeting in EGL, if I'm right. I don't know where you are meeting nowadays.
WeWork.
Pardon?
It was in WeWork. Now we don't have a place.
Okay, very good. In fact, because our timings clash and our physical meeting at Garden City is at the same time, identical time, 6:30 to 8:30. So since I'm not in station, I'm in Mysore, and I'm able to attend your meeting today. And I think I'm lucky today to be with you guys, number one. Number two, I'm sorry because a part of the meeting I missed out because of some technical problems and all those things. And when I logged in on my Zoom through my laptop, I had some audio problem. Then now I'm again logged in. I have logged in through my mobile now. I think things are okay. But you don't have the pleasure of attending a meeting on your laptop because mobile has some limited options. It's okay, fine, fantastic. And before getting into the general evaluation of the meeting, there was one speech delivered by DTM Joseph, and it is being evaluated by Toastmaster Amruta. Toastmaster Amruta, can I have the evaluation, please?
Sure. Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and my target speaker, Joseph sir. Many congratulations to you delivering your speech successfully within timing guidelines. 7 minutes, 23 seconds. Many congratulations. I'm going to evaluate your speech on the CRC method. So first, you started your speech with question. You grabbed the attention of the audience. I really liked it. After that, you start your story. A story with a character building, husband and wife. After that, the conflict in marriage, and then the solution. And the perfect message at the end, the impactful message for all the audience. And you use the words like remorseful. The vocabulary was very good in your speech, in today's speech. So I really like the storytelling. You are an excellent storyteller, story trailer, and the message was like you have to work in your relationship, and the happy marriage in between husband and wife built on trust and partnership. The message was very, very strong in your speech. I really like that. There are few recommendations for you to improve your speech on a next level. First, the camera position. I was not able to see your hand gestures and your full body language. So one is that camera angle. Second is voice modulation. You are going to tell a story of husband and wife. You can do a role play of husband and wife separately. So that will be more impactful from the audience point of view. So you can challenge yourself on from the next speech. You can add role play kind of thing in your speech. That will be more impactful for the audience. And also the voice modulation. Voice modulation is not there. In between, I felt it is monotonous. Uh, and also the eye contact is also missing in between your speech. Otherwise, the overall speech was very good, excellent story, and with powerful message for the audience. Just work on this little recommendation, and you will going to rock it for on your next speeches. All the very best for upcoming speeches. Thank you. Over to you, General
Thank you,
Evaluator.
Amrita.
Thank you, Amrita. That was good evaluation. I concur with you on all the points that is told, and to our beautiful speaker. First of all, the topic you chose was very good, and the way you viewed this story, you viewed your speech, that was fantastic. Very well done. But apart from the recommendations that the evaluator has given you, I have one or two more recommendations. Number one is for a better voice modulation and for a better body language, it's better that the speaker, especially the speaker, stands up and delivers his speech. That would have more impact on the audience, number one. And movement, a little movement, you place in your camera in such a way that it can slightly move on the stage from left to right. This is to put some focus on some of the points that you delivered, people always complain. Somehow, you try to show the diary of the wife, and whereas the husband, he told there is nothing, I have no complaints against you, and you have been so wonderful. And there is a very good way of doing that role play, and being a husband for 26 years, anybody would have done the same thing. Because he knows the penalty he would get by opening his mouth. Wife has all the liberty, but a husband cannot. So that is why, we cannot speak at home. That's why we come to Toastmasters. Anyway, very well done, Toastmaster DTM Joseph. I would like to hear a round of applause for the speaker as well as the evaluator. Please. Now, before getting into general evaluations, can I have the report of the meeting leaders? The timer, please. Your report.
Thank you, DTM Iskander. I'll quickly present my timer report for today's meeting. So there was a delay in starting the meeting today. I think we took as much as 15 minutes to start off the meeting, but we were still able to get things going. Our speaker today, Toastmaster Joseph, took 7 minutes and 23 seconds. And while he was the presiding officer, he didn't take as much time. I think it was well within the 4 to 5 minute mark that was given. And as well as the Sergeant of Arms, he played the role of the Sergeant of Arms as well, and that was well within time. And as far as the elevator pitch was concerned, around 10 minutes was actually a little over 10 minutes is allocated to elevator pitch, but I think we were able to finish it well within time. The table topics were presented by various speakers. Toastmaster Amrita, she took 1 minute and 29 seconds. Libby took 1 minute and 55 seconds. Myself, I took 2 minutes and 30 seconds. DTM Iskander took 1 minute and 59 seconds. Toastmaster Joseph, you took 1 minute and 55 seconds. I think all of us were within time at Toastmaster at the table topics session. And the evaluator, Toastmaster Amrita, took 2 minutes and 39 seconds. And as for the others, I'll inform as the time goes on.
Thank you so much. That means everyone is qualified, and if there is voting, you can go for the voting. And can I have the report? We don't have account today. Can I have the report of the grammarian, please, Libby?
Good evening, General Evaluator. Today, word of the day was celebration, which every speaker actually used the word either in the noun form or in the verb form, that is to celebrate. So Toastmaster Adarsh, DTM Joseph, Toastmaster Amrita, and Toastmaster Iskander, all of us have used the word celebrate or celebration. There were many good words and quotes that was used throughout the meeting. I'll just list a few of them. Sincerely, resilience, flaw, insignificant, top gear, elevator pitch, impact, positivity, charity, multiples, true happiness, irrespective, remorseful, weave your speech. There was this one particular quote which was help is appreciated when the person needs it the most. I really liked that particular thought. There were a couple of recommendations that I would like to give. A story was being narrated which was in the past tense. The statement was happens to be. It should have been happened to be. Only then it indicates past tense. A speaker mentioned long years of time. It can either be long time ago or many years back. Another speaker mentioned work in your relationship. It should ideally have been work on your relationship. Overall, this is what I had to say as a grammarian. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, grammarian, for that particular report. And some people have been using double words, which is not English. Little, come, go. So please try to avoid that. And this using double words is very common in India. Please, but in English, we don't use double words. So please, I mean, that's one thing I think you had not noted down. It's okay, fantastic. Now, coming to the general evaluation of the meeting, I heard the Sergeant at Arms, and after that, I had some audio-video problem. And as Sergeant at Arms, I know it was started by DTM Joseph. He started very well, and that also I heard. And I think TM Modi And Sergeant at Arms also started speaking about Christmas, and TMOD also spoke about Christmas. Very good. We go with the occasion. And then as a TMOD, I could not, I missed his part. Probably he has told us about the 3 sessions and Toastmaster International. That's fine. That's something must a TMOD has to do. Otherwise, I cannot evaluate that part which I have not witnessed. Now, coming to the first speech, I think we have already evaluated that. And presiding officer, as presiding officer, DTM Joseph, he welcomed the gathering, and the meeting started at 5:14, 14 minutes late because of some technical problems. And as I have already told you, as PO also he spoke about Christmas. And then what I liked about our DTM Joseph is he introduced a new concept, and think today me attending this meeting as a general evaluator has already paid me dividends, because I have learned a new concept, elevator pitch, which is new to me. So I'm rich now with elevator pitch. So thank you, DTM Joseph, for that very interesting concept that you brought in. And it was very innovative, and it was at times humorous also. It was had a lot of twists and turns. And these are the type of things we should always be doing in Toastmasters Club, to have our members with us, and first of all to attract the guests, whoever the guests are. And I think Amruta, she spoke about a park. I don't think anybody will go up in a lift to go for a park. I don't know, something is missing there. Or do you have a park on the terrace of your building? I'm not sure about it. Maybe, new concepts, new designs, it's possible that way.
Yes, I have parked nearby my place only.
Okay, you have park in the top floor.
No, near my home.
Because as far as I understand, the lift was going up. It's okay, thank you. Very well done, and I really enjoyed the elevator pitch. When you told about the elevator pitch, I was not very clear we are talking about lifts and elevators. I thought something like elevation and elevation of mind or something. But now it's become very clear to us what it is. And then again, DTM Joseph, as table topics master, you give very interesting topics, and people were able to respond to it. And these types of topics is what we call as open-ended topics. All the topics were open-ended, that everyone has to celebrate Christmas, and about Christmas gifts and holidays and helping and all those things. And the reverse topic that you received from the Toastmaster of the day about Santa Claus, it was very well addressed. You told that it is actually short form for Saint Nicholas. Very well done. And regarding that, I remember an incident. I think when President Obama was the president of USA, one day he goes to a Red Indian village. He visits a Red Indian village, and there he goes to a school and he delivers a lecture there. Then it was around Christmas time, immediately after Christmas, he calls a small boy from there and he asks him, "Did Santa Claus visit your village?" He told, "Yes, and he was very delicious." They were cannibals, okay? Now I think you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, I think I have not left anything. And I enjoyed being a general evaluator, and I learned a lot of things today. With that, I would like to hand over control of the lectern back to the Toastmaster today. Over to you.
Round of applause to distinguished Toastmaster DTM Askander. Thank you very much for joining us. It was a very, very interesting report. Obviously, you never let us down with your reports. So thank you for that once again. And yes, what is more to, I mean, what can I possibly tell? I think we have Gail Roberts, who has joined us in the room. Gail, would you like to talk to us?
Yes, good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I am Gail Roberts from Nassau in the Bahamas. I meant to get up earlier, but my alarm clock didn't go off. But nonetheless, I said I'll still join. I know it sounds as if you have come to the end of your meeting, but I'll try for next time. Thank you for receiving
1
me.
minute. Since you have come, no, I would request the table topics master to give you a topic. I don't want you to go back empty-handed.
Okay.
All right, then over to you, Toastmaster Joseph. Our table topic session is back on.
Okay. For Gail Roberts, if you have an option to change the costume of Santa Claus, what would you do? If you have an option to change the costume of Santa Claus, what you would do? Over to you, Gail Roberts.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Table Topic Master, for that question. If I have the option to change Santa Claus, what would I do? Wow. As a child growing up, Santa Claus was truly one of the biggest items during the Christmas season for us as children. So if I was to change anything about him, I would change the way in which he arrives at the home. I would get rid of that chimney spout as he comes down because of the dust and the grime that we have been known to believe that when he comes into the house to deliver the gifts. And not only that, I would leave him, instead of that milk and cookie, I would leave him some eggnog next to the Christmas tree as he placed the gift under the tree. Yes. And of course, I would see if I can get him a more, lighter costume, because I believe that Santa Claus costume is so heavy that helps weigh him down with the big sack of gifts that he's already carrying. You really don't need all that garments on him. So I would remake his costume out of a lighter fabric that he will be able to move more swiftly as he goes around delivering gifts with his big sack of gifts. And of course, I will say, ho, 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 Merry Christmas to Santa Claus. Make sure that we all be singing and ringing that as a momentum for him as he comes to the various homes. All those who are good and not naughty. Thank you so very much for that question.
A round of applause to Gail Roberts. Thank you so much for that wonderful speech of yours. Now I would like to say something which is good news. First of all, I would like to announce that one of our members who placed in second on table topic evaluation will be attending at a division level. She is qualified for that. Give a round of applause to Toastmaster Vandana. The second good news is from our president. Today, she delivered us the Elevate newsletter, which she has created in a very marvelous way. In spite of her, what you can say, the stress and strain that she has undergone recently, she has made it possible on time for onward submission to District 92. Her creation was so much wonderful. She was a very good VPPR when she was in the previous club. And she had a great dedication and diligence on her work. She's always having a positive thought and an inclination towards club success. That was the most important thing on every member of the club. And she was having, right from the very beginning of the Toastmasters joining, until now, she never let loose her ambition. And she always scaled high and high on this sort of PPR. Although she is the president, she has taken voluntarily to do this magazine. In the previous clubs, she brought accolade. There was a gift because of the newsletter. Now, I hope, and I fervently hope, I would say, that this newsletter will bring us an award during this year of 23-24. So give a great applause to Toastmaster Nazneen for her wonderful work that she has completed the Elevate on time. And one more thing, what we are trying to do is the round-up meeting. Already we have 2 clubs together, and our club will be joining them. This would be during the 3rd week, that is the 15th of December, online, because there are people who are not able to come to the particular venue due to logistic problem. So we have accepted that all are going to be online only, and that would be more interesting because more people will be joining, and we will have a good celebration as a round-up meeting. That will be on the 15th. That's all for today. Thank you so much for attending. Especially, I thank Amrita and Libby for joining us and helping us to make the meeting go ahead. Without you, we cannot just run like that. So thank you so much, and God bless you all. Have a nice evening with your family and friends. Good night.